Same time toys one more time, guys. All right, so I got another hell of a deal. So I got Mezco Toys Destro, and we're gonna check this son of a bitch out today. This thing is amazing. What can I say? You can't go wrong with that, can ya? And then there's some BS on the bottom. But we're gonna spin this thing around and we're gonna give this guy a spin. But before we do that, we got a 2 for today. No, 5 for? I don't know. But I got some gridiron shit. Finally. But I mean, when you gotta make it and you gotta paint it, and then you probably have a huge backlog because of all the vamp crap that's going on, I understand. And this stuff was well worth the wait. I do have to check this out. I got the matte kit just because I thought it was cool. So I'll have to definitely check that out. And I got the bow and arrow, which is dope. And unlike all the other videos I've seen where they sent me free stuff and they sent me free stuff, free, fuck. That is not what happens in my life. People do not just send me free shit. Well, I mean, I did get something free. Fucking, I got a hardball head that I painted up like Woody 222. If you haven't seen that, go check that short out, because that one's actually quite hilarious. Give the guy some love. Give everybody some love, guys. Give freaking Crusty Old Crow, Aaron the Toy Enhancer, Down South 77 at 3-star draw, Pop Blender, It's Chad, Punk with Toys, everybody else that I'm forgetting at the top of my head. I mean, Tony's Figs. I don't know, it's like 5 in the morning. I'm tired. Let's check out the Mezco Destro, because that shit's fucking cool. Okay, I'm back. Guys, this Destro is fucking amazing. Alright, so I thought this was just another toy. No big deal. I've had action figures probably 46 out of 49 years I've been alive. Almost 50. No big thing. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I mean, these classified figures, these Marvel Legend figures, leaps and bounds from where we came from as kids. Us 70s kids that grew up in the 80s, turned a corner in the 90s, gave up in the 2000s. I mean, this figure is fracking sweet. Now, I've seen the Snake Eyes one. I've seen the Storm Shadow one, and that one really made me want the figure. And of course, the only Mezco that I can't find that I want is the Storm Shadow. Imagine that. So if you guys see it someplace for sale that's not an astronomical price besides eBay, let me know. I'm dying to get it. Snake Eyes is on the list. Firefly was on the list. At the last minute, I chickened out and canceled my order. Probably should have went through with it, but I don't know, man. This, and of course the chain is real. on his necklace. I mean, why would it not be, right? It is big enough to fit over his big old head. And of course I put it on upside down, so we got to do it again. But I mean, this figure is amazing. My God. I really, guys, I didn't know. He's got a T-pose that's amazed. This cloth suit is killer. I mean, he does have this, that, and the other. We're going to take his holster off because he needs, and we're going to take his missiles off his wrist because you can. It's just crazy. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you guys have seen a review on this figure or not. I'm sure you have. I have not. I've just not bothered. Or I did and I was just messed up. The suit does limit some posability. I mean, because you do not want to stretch the stitching, and I mean, it's like the Migos when we were kids with the cloth suits and everything. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but any way you want to pose them, you can pose them. Does have a nice head tilt. Of course, he can pull an exorcist because he has two other heads. I'm torn between this head and this one. And of course, there is I'm a grinning son of a bitch head. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who is in charge of what head sculpt goes with what figure. I guess. I mean, I do love the people's eyebrow. That's something. He can almost do a full Van Damme. I don't know if it's the suit or not. Destro has a package. I don't know about Captain America, but this is Glasgow's ass, apparently. He has a double jointed knee. You can tell. I can't feel the pin in there, so he might be pinless, but it wouldn't matter. I mean, that'd just be a waste. I mean, it could be any way you want it. These boots. This is plastic here. It's got a nice heel toe. A little bit of a rock. In, out. My God, guys. This figure is just dope. And then all the accessories that come with it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, he stands just as well, if not better, than a classified figure. I have this Destro on a stand just so he won't fall over. They're back to back. They're about the same size, but the Mezco is way beefier. I mean, he is Destro. Destro is a bad man. This Mezco, he is a bad motherfucker. He is not somebody you want to mess with. This will be my go-to Destro, without a doubt. I am not even joking. I mean, it sizes up well. You might even, I would say that little bit that he's shorter than is because of the stand that he's on. So these are his wrist rockets. Very cool. These are his wrist rockets. Very cool. My God, is that awesome. This figure was made for photography. This is the holster that I took off of him. This is his other holster. The rifle that he comes with. I mean, wow. Detail, 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 guys. I mean, and just the little bit of silver paint. I mean, just that little bit sets this off to where it doesn't need any paint. It's fine just the way it is. Here is his pistol. Very cool. Little tiny silver paint app. Bam, right there. Beauty. Another one right at the bottom. Same on the other side. I mean, there is a hole to put blast effects. It is tiny. He comes with 2 additional clips with the bullets painted. That is absolutely just rock star, guys. I mean, I am loving it. Now, I did not spend $100, $125 on this guy. I got him for like, I don't know, I think 50, between 50 and 60. Worth it all day long. I mean, I'm glad I did not snooze on this one. So, of the 5 sets of hands that he has, he comes with fists already attached. We have just like the briefcase carry hand. What I call the pushing and shoving hand. The grasping hand. A trigger finger hand. The infamous pointer. I mean, how can you have an action figure without a pointer? And another trigger finger. Alright, so I do believe this one's for the pistol. The simple fact that he comes with a hand for each one of his guns, that's just disgusting that they thought that far ahead. It's not just one trigger finger for them all, it's each one has a trigger finger, right? Sorry, I'm trying to do this, keep it in focus and not knock my camera over. But, I mean, badass. Badassery. Okay, and now, what Destro is complete without a briefcase? Nothing too fancy. I mean, that Cobra symbol is fire. I don't think, I mean, you can, it comes with 2 cases. You can only put one in at a time. I mean, you could have it laying down and that would be cool. But this is the one that you put batteries in. And it lights up. This is fire. So cool. I mean, the leader of Mars Industries, of course, he's got something cool. Now we're gonna pop this one out. We'll set this one in there. I mean, tell me that's not cool, guys. I mean, just epic. Has an on and off button, and it has a hard switch on the side. On, off. It comes with 2 button cell batteries. I didn't think to look to see what size they were. They're just normal button cell batteries. There's nothing fancy about them. They go in cell side down, and they go in hard. It's not an easy push. But this, it all comes out and it all goes together. Supposedly. There it is. Oops, dropped it. At least it didn't hit the floor, right? Let me knock everything around here. Get a better view for myself. Oh, there we go. Sorry guys, being dumb here. It is late or early, however you want to call it. So cool. Let's see. Now why you would put a scope on a pistol, but you absolutely totally can. We're already at going over 15 minutes now, but you know what? I don't care. You guys don't want to watch this, that's your own problem. I am having a ball. This is my first Mezco. I do believe Spider-Man is probably next for me. The Destro one, you can pick him up for, I think the cheapest I've seen him is 114, which is ridiculous. I never thought I would spend that much money on an action figure. I'm gonna, hopefully my wife doesn't see this, so she doesn't know how much I'm spending on an actual action figure. I told her there was absolutely no way I was spending that kind of money on an action figure. I said that would just be stupid. It's a waste of money, blah, blah, frickin' blah. And now that I've effed with this figure, I am choking on my own words. I'm eating crow, so to speak. Sorry, crusty old crow. But that's how it goes. Oh, all right, so it also has another little clip to take the place of the banana clip. Oops, sorry. But look at that. That is just absolutely ridiculous, and it all came out of there. Just badassery, guys. And I was looking for my original 3 3/4 inch Destro, and for the life of me, I could not find him. But I do have my original Iron Grenaders Destro version 2. This is the figure we're all clamoring for. In case you guys don't remember what he looks like, this is what he looks like. Scars from where my German Shepherd chomped on his head. We used that as bullets. The hole in his cape actually matched up perfectly to his sword loop. But yep, there's the T-pose. The bend in the knees. He does have the O-ring. So he can do a little bit of that. He does have the head nod. But I'm telling you guys, I understand classified means something new, extrapolating on a figure, making a figure better, making it into its own thing. But some of these figures were just damn perfect. The Iron Grenadiers, I reverted to a freaking 8-year-old. I called him an Iron Grenadier. And don't tell me you guys, when you were kids, didn't call them Iron Grenadiers. Give me a break. But yes, the Iron Grenadiers are amazing. I am totally stoked that they went with this sub-faction. The camouflage I put on his cape as a kid. I mean, he is rusted. This guy's been through some shit, let me tell you. And I had his flyer, and I had the demon and the ferret, the APG, and the nullifier. I had it in a box. I am just thankful that for some reason I pulled Destro out of the box when I took that shit to storage. So at least I'm left with my Destro. But I don't know. Let's put some gear on this guy. See what we can see. I mean, we're over 20 minutes now. I mean, look at that. That's just... Photography with this figure is going to be amazing. There's his ball socket. Look at that. I mean, it didn't even pop. It just slid right on there. Super nice. Hands, I mean, they come off a little too easy, I would say. I wish they were a little bit more stout, I guess. You can see me moving the ball socket around, so I mean, it does have its own give and take. Do you believe I leave the fist on there to go up underneath the rockets? I mean, that's just... I love this toy. I mean, can you even call it a toy at this point? The price this guy cost, especially when he was brand new, I mean, oh my God. 100, whatever. I mean, just... Okay, so you can see... All right, so you can't see. If you look at this, it's got like a flared out nub. So when it does get pushed into place, it's not gonna fall out. So I'm not gonna put that on there just yet. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this Destro until you compare him with this Destro. And then it's just ridiculous. I mean, this guy is so badass. And of course, he comes with his own stand. And he comes with the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The arm to put him in a jumping pose or whatever. But I'm telling you guys, I didn't think there was anything to these Mezco figures. I was like, yeah, stupid, too much money, absolutely ridiculous. Don't bother me about it. There's no way, I'm not doing it. And here I am. This figure is amazing, guys. I mean, we are over 20, almost 25 minutes now. I hope you guys stuck it out. Like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, if you need somebody to talk to somebody, guys. There's no reason to opt out. None at all. Life is too good. There are too many cool ass toys. And if you haven't seen my little lab setup here, this table needs some paint because it was some kind of Barbie setup, some shit I found, but it works. And it was way cheaper than the normal stuff that I've been getting. Ant-Man, a pack of smokes. I meant to put that pack of smokes in Woody 222's hand. My hardball stalker conglomeration. But I mean, I'm totally digging on this stuff. There's the Destro. And anybody that's wondering, as I tear some stuff apart, this is what should have been on the chest of the bat. This right here. And that is a nitpick of my own, but that's why we call them nitpicks. I get the clear one. I do, I understand, but this would have been so much cooler. I think personally I'm just going to shrink this down and I will put that on the bat. I will probably even shrink it down and put it on the briefcase. Somehow, some way. But for real, guys, if you need help, talk to somebody, talk to anybody. Please. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Get on Amazon before they're gone. Because this Destro is badass. See it. And no, I did not forget. This video is just really long, so I'm just going to make another one. And I'll make it right now so they'll both drop back to back. All right, guys. Good looking out. See it.